Oh boy, I really don't like giving smaller channels attention if they're like just shit talking me, and I'm pretty sure this guy has made like a dozen videos on me. Like, I've had this guy's videos constantly pop up in my recommended to cover. Xanderhal, egotistical, political, terrible. And they've got, I'm pretty sure in the background, they've got a picture of the flamenco dude that's obsessed with me. So that's nice. The guy that's been stalking me for a while. They've made like, yeah, here's another one, another response to me. Yeah, they've made at least 3 videos on me, and I think they've made more. I feel like they made more. The guy only has 500 subs, so I don't want to give him too much attention. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. Let's see if we've got any valid criticisms I can build myself on and learn from. Oh, well, that's unpleasant. Please do not attack/harass anyone mentioned in this video. It has been made for the purposes of entertainment and criticism only. Please watch this video until the end before attempting to form an opinion. Well, unfortunately, my job is to respond point by point, so.
If you spend any time in the commentary community, you'll have undoubtedly heard the name Xanderhal. Xanderhal is a political streamer, but I'm not here to talk about his political views, rather his tendency to be a fairly awful person towards pretty much anyone he disagrees with.
Damn.
Running mass flagging campaigns, doxing, discrediting people's gender identity,
Doxing?
falsely accusing other people of doxing, and much, much more. If you don't know me, hi, I'm hahayeah, and I've gotten in the unfortunate habit of talking about Xanderhal every couple of months. This will probably be the last one though, for a while at least, because I feel like 3 videos on someone in the span of a few months is, well, you know, more than enough, and I feel like my main audience is probably getting a bit bored of me speaking about him, to be honest. I realise it looks like I'm milking him for views. I mean, to be fair, it could be worse, but since my last video he's done a decent amount more, and I still have a little bit to say about him.
Also, I'm pretty sure this guy is like a right-winger. He's not like a, well, maybe not a right-winger, but he's not like a lefty. This isn't like a leftist criticism of me or anything like that. This is from somebody who probably disagrees a lot with my politics.
That being said, let's jump back into the tragic story of Xanderhal.
Tragic.
If you're new to the Xanderhal rabbit hole, or just need a refresher,
Xanderhal rabbit hole?
Rundown. Alexander Haley, or Xanderhal, is a leftist drama streamer.
Hey, I like that. That's cool. That was cool, okay? To be fair, that was pretty cool.
Alexander Haley, or...
Watch, see? Because my name is the end of my first name and the beginning of my last name. Because it's Xanderhal. Look at that.
Well, Xanderhal is...
That's a cool effect. I can respect that.
A leftist drama streamer with over 60k subscribers. He's similar to Forge, but just a bit less. You know...
I have yet to hear a convincing moral
here we go.
legal argument as to why possession of child pornography should be illegal.
Borderline predatory. The earliest...
Hey, we gotta get the clip chimp shit there. For those guys that don't know, the clip there was him talking about how people will complain about, or they'll get really, really angry, rightfully so, about possession of child porn, but then be fine with people engaging with and benefiting from other products created through the exploitation and abuse of children. It was pointing out hypocrisy, not saying that child porn's okay. Also, Vosh isn't a predator, but okay.
Uploads on his channel are from 3 years ago when he used to do gaming content and when he went by the name Pig Puncher, slowly morphing his content into a primitive version of what it is now. First glance, you'd probably consider him a commentary channel, but personally I feel like he lands at a sort of grey area. I mean, he interacts with a few people in the commentary community and makes commentary-esque content, but I wouldn't call him a commentator per se. Speaking of the commentary community though, a lot of them want fuck all to do with him, and in my opinion, justifiably so. You've almost definitely seen this clip if you're all familiar with Xanderhal or his...
Ooh, I know the clip they're about to show. By the way, I don't want anybody in the commentary or drama community to associate with me if they don't want to, okay? Literally, all I'd like to do is just talk to people. That's literally my entire goal. I like to talk to other content creators, find out what they believe, and if they believe things similar to me, great, cool, pog, awesome. And if they don't agree with me and they're willing to discuss it, that's fantastic. I like to do that. If they want to debate me, I'll gladly do that. If they don't want to talk to me at all, that's fine. That is completely okay. I'm not here to fucking force anyone to talk to me. As a matter of fact, recently I had a really fun time on the Half-Baked podcast. Here, let's see. Half-Baked podcast. Basically, this is a podcast hosted by Turkey Tom, Nick Diorio, and Vega, I believe their names are. And I went on here, and we talked for about an hour, 25 minutes. We talked a little bit before and after as well. And it was pretty damn fun. We had a good time. We talked about a lot of stuff, and it was just generally a very fun conversation. And after all of this, I gotta say, my opinions, especially of Turkey Tom, are certainly a lot more amicable. I didn't really know him all that well before, but having talked to him, he's a cool dude. Like, stuff like that is what I'm interested in. Alexander Haley? That's a writer's name. No, but like, my goal is to talk to people. I think a big problem, maybe this is just my perspective, and this is something that I deal with, but being a political commentator sucks ass, okay? It really does. Because no matter what, you are always going to be divisive. You can never be a non-divisive political commentator. It's impossible. People will always fucking hate you. And unfortunately, the politics kind of worms its way into every aspect of your life, where if I'm not streaming and I'm watching a YouTuber, almost against my will, I can't help but notice small little things that might give an insight into the political beliefs of somebody who you're watching, even if they don't talk about politics much, right? So for example, if I'm watching like a YouTube video from a completely like non-political YouTube channel, and they make jokes or references that I typically hear from lefties or typically hear from reactionaries, I start to wonder myself what that person's political views might be. It's very annoying and not exactly fun for me, okay? So I really enjoy being able to talk to these figures, talking to Turkey Tom and just asking him to his face, hey, what do you believe? And then having him answer me. It's really nice. It's really fun, too. I just want to talk to people. That's it. Though I will admit, in the clip that he's about to show, I worded it terribly. And I admitted as such in front of Turkey Tom, Vega, and Nick Diorio on that podcast. Like, this is a terribly worded tweet. And I completely understand why people who've just seen the clip and haven't seen the video itself would take issue with it.
Detractors, but I want to show it again anyway.
Leftists need to infiltrate the YouTube drama community. There is not any leftist representation in the YouTube drama sphere. And I plan on getting into that quite hard.
As Willie Mackshaw put it in the tweet that clip is from, he seems...
Yeah, so, oh yeah, do you guys remember when I debated Willie Mack's show? Holy shit. I'm not even all that great at debating, to be completely honest. I don't have all the experience in the world, but even Willie Mack's fans and the people who watched the debate on the RFC podcast thought that, or stream or whatever, thought that Willie Mack got blown the fuck out. I think what did him in was the take that believing slavery should be brought back isn't a political opinion. That was that was a good one. Also, he got like really mad constantly and then backed away from every point. Oh, that was a fun one. Yeah, Willie Mack's show has been molding about me ever since. He's like my I hypocrite debate, where like I blew him the fuck out, and then after the fact for like months and months and months, he's still mad about it and still can't stop talking about it. Yeah, so basically, if you want to hear what I was actually saying in this clip, I think that the drama community and the commentary community has a tendency to dip its toes into politics from time to time, but not really go all the way into it, you know, because it's not really what they're focused on. And I think if you're a political figure and drama is brought up that could have some political implications, you should probably talk about it. And I don't feel like enough lefty content creators do. I think a good example of this is, and the topic doesn't even have to be political. I think a really good example of this is Big Joel's video. Big Joel James Charles. I think this video is really fucking good. Yeah, here it is. Big Joel, the existential horror of Tati Westbrook. And then there was another one, the existential horror of Shane Dawson. Like, these videos, I really like these. When I talk about leftists infiltrating the commentary community or leftists infiltrating the drama community, this is more what I'm talking about. Just covering the topics, and if they're up for it, talking with other content creators that do that kind of stuff. But it was poorly worded, to be fair.
It's totally stable and no, like a Saturday morning cartoon supervillain. Now, I know I've made this point in the past two videos, but I really feel the need to reiterate. Not only is there quote-unquote leftist representation in the YouTube drama community.
He's just wrong, though. There's a lot of politically left people in YouTube drama like me. Yeah, no, like, I've talked to Bo Blacks. He's pretty left-leaning. When I talk about, like, leftist content creators, I'm talking about, like, more like Breadtube types. Should talk about drama more often.
But that doesn't need to be, since the white majority don't discuss their political beliefs. Now, although it just sounds like a tie is probably enough to not want to associate with them, let me bring up a more recent example, as that one is from a few months ago. Now, if you watched my previous video, you might remember me talking about Xanderhal as a cisgender man acting like a savior towards trans people, and when directly criticised for that by trans people, banning them from his chat, calling them bad actors, and saying they attempt to pander to Nazis. Well, he did something somewhat similar recently.
Oh, I know what he's about to bring up.
Taps is a trans woman who's very...
Alright, this Taps person is probably an alt-righter, okay? I'm gonna be completely honest, there has been clips of this person. You know, okay, hold on. Let me preface this really quick with some background. Hypers in chat, if you've been on Twitter before, and you've seen, like, 4chan, like, Nazi troll accounts pretending to be lefty trans people before. Like, they'll get, like, a pig crew avatar, but then they just go and, they, like, you look into their follows, and they follow Nick Fuentes, and they're, like, it's very clearly, like, a sock account. This happens all the time. Anyone with any knowledge of Twitter and political discussion knows how often this happens. So, obviously, we have, the name here, trans posting her, can I say this? I'm reading it. Don't cancel me for reading it. Her Spurgouts online, pretty good name. You've got the, you know, LGBT and D, she, they, follow, does not, retweet doesn't equal I agree, vent/alt account. The token trans for RFC, blocked by Def Noodles, gonna make it a 49% soon, because there's the 48% thing with trans people attempting or committing suicide, and then you have, but then she's gonna make it 49% soon, like a joke that she's gonna kill herself and increase the percentage. Like, that's most of her tweets, at least from what I saw, were like, if you want to be charitable, edgy, if you want to be Israeli prison, that's a good joke, actually. The being in an Israeli prison joke is pretty funny. But I knew nothing about this person. I still don't care about this person, but for some reason they keep getting brought up, even though they don't really have much of a following. Somebody linked me, I think it was Kai Woofy on Twitter, linked me a bunch of screenshots of them in this Discord, where it was like, black people chat, 41% chat for trans people, or 41 or 48%, I don't know. The 48% chat for trans people, like yeah, just like super edgy. There was like someone called Sand N-word terrorist in there. Like, it looked a lot to me like the evidence is suggesting this person was like a Nazi. They followed Nick Fuentes, stuff like that. And so I like commented on stream at one point that I'm pretty sure that they're just like a Nazi sock account, but then somebody told me that actually they're trans, but just super edgy. So I was like, okay, if you're actually a trans person, I'm not going to say that you're not, but fuck, chill out with the, one, either chill out with the edginess, or two, don't be a Nazi if you actually are.
Vocal about being trans. If you hang around the household that is OGRFC's community, you've probably at the very least heard of her. The story I've been able to gather is Xanderhal decided to take a look at her account because a now suspended user posted a fake Discord screenshot of Xanderhal saying the N-word as a joke. To my knowledge, not even tagging Xander in the tweet. Despite that—
No, don't do that. Wait. They posted a fake screenshot of me saying the N-word as a joke while I'm getting currently dogpiled by shit tons of woke scolds on Twitter claiming that I say the N-word and that I'm racist. This was literally during a time when I was getting attacked by a ton of woke scolds claiming that I was racist. That's when they decided to, as a joke, post a fake screenshot of me saying the N-word in Discord. Really? Really? That's why they did it? It was a joke? And they didn't admit that it was a joke until they got called out for lying? Okay.
He felt the need to respond. Bear in mind, screenshots like this are criminally easy to fake, and it's just funny he brought it in the first place. Oh, also, bear in mind, the reason that person is now suspended is because Xanderhal in his—
Wait! You posted one too? Wait, am I supposed to take criticism from a guy who, with no context but a couple of question marks, posted a fake screenshot of me saying the N-word? Bro. Come on, dude. Come the fuck on. Why would you show this? Why would you even show this? This makes sense because I haven't even covered this video yet, and it already has 53 dislikes to 67 likes. Like, even the people who stumbled across this video must have watched it and disliked it because they saw how much of a piece of shit this dude is. Like, really? Listen, I get memeing around and joking, but if you're at the point where you're making fake screenshots or reposting fake screenshots to spread misinformation, like, how many people do you think saw this tweet and thought it was real?
And it's just funny he brought attention to it in the first place. Oh, also,
wait, of course I brought attention to it. Wait, if someone's spreading fake screenshots of you saying the N-word, of course you're going to bring attention to it to debunk it. What?
And the reason that person is now suspended is because Xanderhal, in his infinite wisdom, asked his fans to mass flag them. Anyway...
Yeah, no shit. If you're spreading misinformation about me and trying to get me canceled by posting fake screenshots of me, yeah, I'm gonna tell my audience to flag you. Yeah. Wait, is that a bad reason to flag somebody? Is that like an invalid reason to flag someone on Twitter for making fake screenshots of you saying the N-word? Wait, do they not know that Twitch will ban you for saying the N-word in Discord? Recently, there was a streamer who got banned from Twitch permanently because I believe it was because she was saying the N-word a lot in Discord. And Twitch found out about it and banned her. Twitch will ban you. Twitch is where I stream as well. Twitch will ban you. YouTube will do it too. Will ban you for activities that you engage in off-platform. If these platforms that, by the way, I make my living on, find out because of fake screenshots, like believe that I'm saying the N-word all the time in Discord, they'll ban me for that. There's a chance they could ban me for that and I'll lose my fucking job.
Two taps, she enjoys edgy humor and makes jokes from time to time about the trans attempted suicide rate. Personally, I don't see a problem with someone trying to make light of something dark that affects our community, but apparently Xanderhal does. Deciding to declare taps was...
Wait, are they actually going to try to spin it as me thinking that because they're a trans person making edgy jokes that I don't think they're trans? Because I already explained this before. I explained it on the Half-Baked podcast, too. There are shit tons of fake, like, sock accounts Nazis make pretending to be trans people on Twitter. And I thought that this person was one of those people. And that's why I said that.
Isn't actually trans, and in fact just a Nazi psyop. Again, because she makes jokes. On a real note...
Wait, are they not going to show the Discord screenshots of them in the server with sand N-word terrorists and stuff like that? Okay, alright, cool.
Saying someone is faking being trans because you disagree with them is pretty fucked, especially coming from Xanderhal, who claims to be a very vocal trans ally. But as I discussed in the last video to Xander...
Hey, ask any trans person if they've seen the Nazi accounts that pretend to be trans people on Twitter. Pretty sure a lot of them have seen it. Pretty sure a lot of them have experienced that. Hold on, chat. Have you seen these accounts? Are you aware of this? Hypers in chat if you're aware of this. Is it just me? Am I the only person that's seen this happen? That's seen, like, the 4chan accounts that go and, like, they make fake trans sock puppet accounts with, like, the Pit Crew avatar and everything? I'm not the only one who's seen it? I'm not the only one? Okay. I would say there's enough evidence of this happening out there that it was a fairly realistic thing for me to think, okay, this account making 48% jokes and talking about, like, and saying all this edgy shit might be just some 4chan Nazi pretending to be a trans person. It happens. The evidence is there. It seems that way. And guess what? When the person themselves doubled down and told me, hey, I am a trans person, I'm edgy, but I am a trans person, I apologized. Because guess what? This person, I may think they're kind of a piece of shit. I do think they're a piece of shit, right? I may think they're a piece of shit, but if there's a good chance they're actually trans, I'll apologize for it. Yeah, no, hey, doesn't matter how much of a piece of shit you are, if your identity is valid, okay? It's true. Even if you're a piece of shit, your identity is valid.
That means when a trans person disagrees with the way you treat trans people, you ban them from chat and block them on Twitter instead of, you know, listening.
Exactly. He is unironically saying that I am a fake transgender person. And that is the most like
It's a weird
it's not the
hill
most
to die on.
oh hold on it's not the most transphobic thing I have heard or experienced, but it's definitely up there, especially coming from someone like him who prides himself on being a
Pride myself?
super accepting left-wing type person.
Listen, I'm gonna be completely honest with you here. I don't pride myself on that, okay? Being, like, not transphobic is the bare minimum in my standards, okay? What I pride myself on is being a content creator that does a decent job at defending my ideas, okay? That's what I pride myself on, all right? I don't base my identity. Why do so many people think I base my identity around being, like, progressive or trans positive, okay? Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. If you're even one of my fans that like bases their opinion or identity of me on like my progressive opinions, please don't do that. All right? Don't. All right? I don't want to be known just as the political streamer guy named Xanderhal. I'd like to just be known as a streamer who discusses politics frequently, but also does other shit. And I do other shit. Like 2/3 of my streams are gaming streams, where I sometimes dip into politics, but it's mostly just gaming. 2/3 of my streams are gaming content.
Xanderhal actually went on the Half-Baked podcast after this, which I'll be referring to from time to time. He was asked about the Tabs drama and responds by saying,
one of my fans posted this like collage of screenshots of them like in a server with like one of the people there, like they were in the 41% channel, which is like a reference to trans suicide attempting rates, and there was someone, I think it's 48%. It's either 41 or 48. It's a 40-something% thing. Named Sand N-word terrorist, and then like a bunch of their tweets and their likes and everything, and I was like, oh, holy shit. Yeah. So I you know, moused over their name on Twitter, and they had like alt-right and like the alt caps and lowercase like meme speak. And I was like, this person's probably like one of those sock accounts pretending to be like some trans lefty, and they're probably like a Nazi or something from 4chan or whatever.
In which case he didn't do even basic fact-checking. Don't get me wrong, I can...
Basic fact-checking for an account that just posted a fake screenshot? Okay, by the way, why would I fact-check a mostly irrelevant Twitter account that posted a fake screenshot? It's 41%? Nice. A fake screenshot of me saying the N-word in an attempt to spread misinformation about me. They can claim it was a joke, but let's be honest here. If you, with no context whatsoever, post a fake screenshot of me saying the N-word in Discord, there's no excuse for that, okay? Unless you like caption it, this is a joke, by the way, right away, before anyone has a chance to see it, like on the tweet itself, not in a reply 20 minutes later after you get called out. Like, let's be real here, okay? Let's be completely real here. I'm not going to go fucking deep dive on this person to find out who they are. I really don't care. I found out that they were an actual trans person, and I apologized. That should be the end of it.
I completely understand his logic. He said he's used to people from places like Kiwi Farms making accounts impersonating trans people to fuck them, but that doesn't mean I agree with him. I just don't see how making edgy jokes makes you not trans, especially when among those edgy jokes she tweets stuff like this. Overall, yeah, another example.
Wait. Tweeting edgy jokes doesn't make you not trans. What is this argument? I've explained my reasoning already, and it makes complete sense. I guess if you're watching this and you're one of the people that think this, then I'll reiterate it now. If you're a trans person who makes edgy jokes, or is even an actual Nazi, there are trans Nazis. Actual neo-Nazis who believe the Jews should be exterminated, who are still trans. That doesn't make you not trans. The reason I said that was because the evidence I saw suggested that the person behind the account wasn't an actual trans person. It was just pretending to be on Twitter to fuck with people and troll, because this happens all the time. And when I found out from people that know this person, like Augie and Boblax and stuff, that this person was real and an actual trans person, I said, I still don't agree with you, but sorry about saying you're not trans. Because guess what? Even if you're a piece of shit, I'll still respect your identity.
For example, Xanderhal being kind of weird to trans people from listening to Half-Baked, that was intentional, unlike the no offense situation, but still pretty dodgy. Word of advice to Xander, maybe you just don't say people aren't trans unless you have more proof than just edgy jokes. Now, one of the reasons...
Okay, this is a big problem. Hypers in chat, if you've heard of Poe's Law. Poe's Law is basically this idea that if you make jokes about something, and it's meant to be satire, it's not meant to be serious, there are always going to be people that are going to see that satire and think that you're being serious. And that's usually a problem, because if you're making fun of something bad, you don't want the people that actually believe in that bad thing to think that you agree with them, right? Unfortunately, if you're just going on Twitter and with no context whatsoever, just saying bad shit, and the joke is supposed to be that you're saying it, the people who agree with that are going to think that you actually believe it. And people who disagree with that with no context are also going to think you actually agree with it. The Scott Pilgrim ruined an entire generation of women's song is a great example of Poe's Law. Doge Professor, was the person who made that song actually just joking? Like they weren't actually being serious? Because if so, when I heard that song, I thought it was serious. I thought it was actually made by some incel who thinks that women have been ruined by Scott Pilgrim and like women wanting to be Ramona Flowers. Yeah.
T4 Taps was a Nazi psyop was because she's a fan of flamenco. Flamenco is a streamer who isn't shy about expressing his political beliefs, which are fairly right-leaning. Now, I don't think he's a Nazi, and frankly, I don't think Xanderhal thinks he is either. If you've heard of Xanderhal, you'll know he...
I'm pretty sure flamenco's a Nazi. Okay, really quickly, to give you guys some background on this dude before the hahayeah guy or whatever this dude's name is, who has also posted the fake screenshot of me saying the N-word, and so they're in pretty bad faith, misrepresents my relationship with this dude. Let me go ahead and tell you guys a story, okay? I'm going to give you guys a story. So back when I started doing political content, I was looking for ways to grow my channel, to grow my stream, as you do if you're a progressive person, right? And I decided that I wanted to try to get on the kill stream to argue with the people on there. As you know, the kill stream, very frequent Nazi posting. You know, they've done lots of jokes and memes about the Holocaust not being real. You know, especially that really loud drunk Australian dude. I decided I wanted to get onto that podcast. And one day I was streaming, and this dude by the name of Flamenco dropped in and messaged me on Discord asking if asking if I was interested in going onto the kill stream. And he revealed to me that he was actually the co-host of the kill stream. I was like, oh shit, okay. And I talked to him a little bit in Discord, and he kind of came off a little weird to me. Like, just odd, you know? Like, it's hard to put into words, just sort of awkward, maybe. Like, kind of not really knowing how to talk to people too well, maybe. Which is fine, you know? That doesn't make you a bad person or anything like that. And started, like, just asking me a lot of questions, and I asked, hey, you messaged me. Would it be cool if I came on the kill stream? Do you think you could arrange that? And he ended up saying that he wasn't sure if he could do that because I wasn't a big enough streamer yet, but if I got a bit bigger, maybe we could pull that off. I ended up talking to him on stream, and he tried to argue that being sexually open sexually or engaging in like polyamory and stuff like that is bad for society. Just kind of weird tradcon shit. And then it got really weird because he started messaging me constantly, like over and over and over and over again, to like a weird degree, like dozens of messages in a row. He did the same thing with Vosh. Vosh did a whole video on it, by the way. If you want to look up Vosh Flamenco Stalker on YouTube, if you want to see a whole video going over the shit that Vosh has dealt with from this dude. But it was super fucking weird. He kept sending me message after message, and I would just ignore him, and then he would send me more and more and more, and I'd message him, and he'd be like, yeah, it was super weird. And then I just decided to block him because he was being super annoying. I'd gotten to the size where I was like, I don't really care about going on the kill stream now, so I'm just going to ignore him. And then he made, I shit you not, over a dozen alt accounts to message me from. I'm not kidding. Over a dozen alt accounts on Discord to message me from. I listed them on the Half-Baked podcast. I can list them now if you guys want some evidence of this. Let me see. Can I find a few of them? Most of them start with F, so it kind of helps when finding it. Here it is. Okay, so we have Flamenco, Flamalam, Flaming Fireball, Flam, another one named Flam, Fire God, Howl 9000, and then this is just on this account because around the same time I ended up getting my account banned on Discord because I got mass reported for a meme post I did about like, I think it was something about political violence against this group that wants to kill gay people, something like that. Got mass reported and got banned. Then I made a new Discord account, and then he made more of them. The ones I just read off were the ones that the alt accounts he made to message me on this account alone. He made more on the old one to message me from. So pretty crazy, pretty unhinged. And then a friend of mine ended up messaging me in the middle of the night with a post to a link to a website called Kiwi Farms, which is like a stalking website where most of the people there are just... It's mostly meant for stalking like lolcows, which are like people that typically do some unflattering things on the internet, to put it lightly. And there's apparently a thread for Breadtube specifically. And a lot of the posts there were from Flamenco, specifically just like shit-talking me and like stalking my stream and like chronicling everything that I do. They're probably talking about me right now, like being like, oh, this fucking piece of shit, I bet he's a Jew, stuff like that, right? And, some pretty cringy posts from Flamenco were there. The dude was like talking to people on that thread that were actively trying to dox me. That's the thread that did manage to dox me, because they found my old house, though, not where I live now, back when I was in Florida. They were the ones that managed to hunt down my voter ID, which in Florida, your voter ID is public and has your address on it. So if someone has your full name and birthday, they can pretty easily find, if you live in Florida, your address, because your address is connected to your voter ID, and in Florida, your voter ID is public. He was friends with those people and was actively engaging with those people. So I was like, okay, this dude's not only is this dude fucking stalking me and acting super weird and probably a Nazi considering the company he keeps, but he's also friends with the people actively trying to dox me. As far as I'm concerned, that's participating in it. If you're friends with the people trying to dox me and you're actively participating in the thread and the board trying to dox me, then you're taking part in it, as far as I'm concerned. However, and I said this in the Half Baked podcast, I recently saw a post someone linked me of him saying on the Kiwi Farms thread that since he has a professional relationship with me, he can't technically take part in doxing me because it would be unprofessional. So credit for that, I guess. But how much is that really worth if you're friends with the people actively trying to find my address, you know? So yeah, that's the story and background behind the Flamenco guy. Here, let's speed it up by 1.25 here, because this video is kind of this segment's already 32 minutes long. I don't want to make it longer than an hour.
Yeah, it's a tendency to just call people Nazis. It's at the point where the word isn't just used to describe plural people, isn't actual Nazis, but people who are right-leaning and or just make edgy jokes. And I think Xanderhal knows this, but yeah, he still uses the word to describe normal people because it's basically just a buzzword. It's either that or he's genuinely fucking...
What am I supposed to think of somebody who regularly hangs out on a board that calls people Jewish and is friends with people on a podcast with that? Do you guys remember the drunken Australian guy from when Vosh went on the kill stream? Flamenco was friends with this dude. What am I supposed to think when that's the company that you keep? Hold on. Can I find like a supercut of this guy? The dude was saying the N-word every 5 minutes. Like, holy shit.
You're adding a lot to this conversation, and I'm very proud of you for trying.
Picks up on stuff that other people have done. You really are.
You're right. The biggest brain people just invent their own political philosophies with no prior reading. You're right. Thank you. I'll strive. Where is this?
We're a group now. Let's go start taking over other
like my
people's fucking
9th grade
farms.
freshman year of high school breakdown of why I was a libertarian.
Oh, really? So the concept of pure anarchy.
You're working really
Twitch? Vosh isn't banned on Twitch, remember?
hard,
right.
but soon you'll get something. You've done it.
Wait, actually, no, wait, you're right. Never mind. Hold on. The Rand guy's about to say the N-word a lot, to be fair. So that Australian dude, you should watch that video, by the way, if you want to know the background behind this. Flamenco was friends with the Australian dude that was repeatedly calling Vosh a Jew and then saying the N-word a million times. I don't know, like, if it's that unreasonable to maybe think, if this is the company that you're keeping, it might be reasonable to think you might be a Nazi, all right? I judge people a lot by the company they tend to keep.
Brain dead. Anyway, enough rambling, and back to Flamenco, who Xanderhal accused of stalking and doxing him. At best, these accusations come from a place of misunderstanding intent, and at worst, a malicious attack from Xanderhal to paint his opposition as bad as possible. At this point in time, I can't tell, so I'll let you decide. After Half Baked, Flamenco fires up a stream reacting to it, and obviously the parts I want to specifically focus on are the parts where he's talked about. Xanderhal talks about Flamenco spamming his DMs with all accounts. He admits to the first couple of accounts, but then it starts to look a little bit interesting.
Then Flaming Fireball, Flam, then another one.
Actually, Flaming Fireball I don't think was me. I think at that point he made his video, because I don't think that was me.
one named Fire God, and those are just the ones
That's also not me.
Xanderhal one, because it's like a play on my name.
That's also not me.
Okay, so he admitted to a few of them, but not these. They were him, by the way. Like, he admitted in these alt accounts when he messaged me, he admitted that it was him. In fact, in the Xanderhal one, he literally said, I got LastPass, so it's easy to make more accounts. I remember specifically, because that was when I thought, maybe I should get LastPass. It sounds like it's pretty useful, because like you can keep passwords and like your login information pretty easily logged in. That was actually why I got LastPass, is I remember that specific account with him messaging me saying, I can do this all day, I've got LastPass, I can just keep making accounts.
I can kind of vaguely remember the alt accounts, but like half of those alt accounts that he's listing as me aren't me.
The trend sort of carries on from there. Xanderhal talks about someone going into his DMs to fuck with him, and Flamenco explains how it wasn't him. Now, obviously, Xander had no way of knowing these weren't Flamenco, but the fact that he's speaking about these accounts as if they definitely were him,
they were him. It was literally like all in one night. Maybe I didn't make this clear enough, but when he made these alt accounts, it was all in one night. Listen, I don't want anything to do with this guy. I don't even like talking about him, because if somebody's stalking you and is obsessed with you and is constantly restreaming your streams and talking about you 24/7, you probably shouldn't give them attention, because it's just going to give them what they want. They want to be fed attention. It's like they're very attention seeking, you know? So I don't even like talking about the dude, because I just don't want to give him attention. I don't care about him. I just want to do my own thing and vibe. If he wants to talk about me and make his videos about me and grow his channel on me, that's fine. Continue to do it. You have my blessing to do that. You're going to do it anyway. But just don't expect me to want to talk to you or engage with you or anything like that. Also, lol, playing StarCraft in 2021.
Even though from the information from Flamenco they likely weren't, is interesting, and it's not even like Flamenco is saying he didn't create any of the accounts, he literally admits to doing so. So, seeing as though Xander didn't even bring up anything from those accounts that could be incriminating, I can't see a reason why he would lie about that.
I want to say at least 5. I definitely know it was at least 5. I'm not trying to get away from that, but I honestly, Fire God, we know isn't me. That's funny.
He then gets into his Flamenco as a doxer argument, and it's not a very good one. Xander says that Flam was probing him by saying people on Kiwi farms are looking for his ducks, and he might want to be careful what he says to people, and
No, that's not what he said. So whenever he was messaging me, making those alt accounts, God, this guy's a piece of shit. Okay, whenever this guy, the Flamenco dude, was messaging me, he was probing me, oh, how's your stepdad doing? Yada yada, stuff like that. And I was like, oh, don't worry, my stepdad's fine, or no, my stepdad, or I think he was asking me, or I think he said, how is your dad doing? And I said, I don't know my dad, I just got my stepdad. And he's like, ooh, you should be careful with what you tell to people. You wouldn't want to give me anything too incriminating or anything too personal. He was saying, and you can just imagine, the smug DreamWorks smile behind it. Yeah, come on, dude. The dude was clearly probing. I don't think he's going to actively try to dox me or some shit, or, post my information online. I would hope not, at least. I mean, after that post that I saw, I don't think that's his goal, but I'm still not going to engage with the guy. And at least whenever I made the accusation of him trying to dox me, as far as I knew, all the dude was doing was stalking me, making alt accounts to message me from, and frequently talking about me on a forum that was actively posting my information and trying to find more of it.
just
Xanderhal, it's a common liar's tactic to admit a little bit in order to get away with lying about more. I mean, when half of the accounts there are plays on his name, he has to admit those were him. It would look pretty damn weaselly if he tried to deny that the accounts that had Flam in them or Flamalam in them aren't him. He'll have to admit to those, but the ones that are different ones, those he can get away with trying to say weren't him. So that's probably what's happening here.
Flamenco speak for himself on that one.
I'd be careful with that, buddy. You don't want to tell me anything too bad. I was like, what? And it just seemed like he was probing me, and then somebody ended up.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Now, I'm conceding the fact that Xanderhal is retarded, obviously. This goes without saying. He has a learning disorder or something. I'm pretty sure at this point. If I am telling you that people might be looking for your docs and you might be careful about what you say around people, how is that probing?
Dude, you're a frequent messenger. You're a frequent poster on the board that was not only searching for, but did end up doxing me back in 2020, 2019? I don't remember. I think it was late 2019, early 2020. What are you talking about? You're making dozens of accounts and like making like snide remarks about like probing information from me, and you're a frequent poster on the board that was actively trying to and ended up doxing me, what the fuck else am I supposed to think? Does that make... Okay, all right, yeah, all right. What else? Does this video have any more substance later on?
As a matter of fact, God, if it wasn't banned...
Wait, why do we have... What? And my website, like, obviously knows the IP address of whoever logs on or makes an account, because then I have to be able to IP ban them so they can't make an alt and just come on again to spam chat. So... Oh, he's trying to accuse me of doxing. Yeah, so there are tons of people from Kiwi Farms and from 4chan and stuff that come to my website and make alt accounts and like try to like troll and chat, and we ban them and everything. And yes, my website does have people's IP. Any website that you connect to has your IP. And if you're going to get IP banned from my chat, then it just bans your IP, and that's how it works, right? So if somebody comes in and they're a regular viewer... By the way, hold on, and I'll reiterate this right now. If someone who is actively trying to dox me and find my address from Kiwi Farms comes into my chat and makes an account, I'm going to have their IP, and I'm going to look at it, because God knows if I ever get swatted someday because my address actually gets leaked and the police ask, okay, you've had a false call made to your house... That's illegal. What information do you have on who could have done this? You better believe I'm going to tell the cops, oh yeah, well, I have the IP of some of the people part of the board that were responsible for leaking this info, and hand it over to them. Like, yeah, no shit. I would much rather, if the people trying to find my address, if I knew their IP, just in case anything happens to give to the police, I would much rather have that information than me not have that information. Yeah, no shit. Do you guys not know what swatting is? I can see people's address or IP address. It doesn't tell me their actual address or where they live, like, exactly.
Xanderhal was clearly just using this as a scare tactic, but that doesn't negate the fact that threatening to dox someone, even as an empty threat, is scummy as fuck. That's pretty much all that's happened since my last video, and so I want to take this opportunity to explain some of the information in the previous one a bit better and correct mistakes.
IP banning is technically falling under DDoSing? What? Lord Pinch, do you know what DDoSing is? What? DDoSing is when you flood somebody's internet connection with too much data and cause their internet to cut out. IP banning is just when you ban someone in a chat or from a website based on their IP. If I IP banned you right now in my chat, your internet would still be fine. You just wouldn't be able to connect to my website without a VPN because your IP would be banned. Anyone on your internet connection, like your Wi-Fi or whatever, would be banned from the site. I don't know if that was like an actual like malicious post or something, but yeah, no, that was just... I'm just going to educate you on what DDoSing is. This segment was brought to you by NordVPN. Use code BigMoneySalvia to get 20% off on your first month of a NordVPN subscription. Yeah, I don't know. I use NordVPN. I probably should. Whenever I need a VPN, I use the Tor browser because there's a built-in VPN on it. I don't really have much need for one. Maybe I should get a VPN. I don't know. Does using a VPN fuck with your internet speed all that much? Like if I have my VPN connected, I don't know how VPNs like that you install on your computer work. Is it just a thing you use in your browser? Is it always on? Can you just regularly turn it off? Because if I'm streaming, I don't know if I want to have my VPN on because I imagine it could kind of fuck up my internet speed. It could add some latency to the stream or lower my speed. I don't really know much about that personally. Oh yeah, and I'll admit to this as well. If somebody is trying to dox me and spread my like personal information around, specifically my address, and they come into my chat, yeah, I'm gonna say, oh, now I have your IP now, because they're doing the same thing to me. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't think doxing is okay, but if someone doxes you, I say you've got full send to dox them. If someone posts your personal information on the internet, you have the right to post their personal information, okay? If someone throws a punch, they should be able to take a punch. That's my opinion. Like, I don't think it's right to just go out and dox somebody for no reason. But if they dox you first, then I guess it's fine. Not legally. Doxing isn't illegal. Lonnie, doxing isn't illegal. You know that, right? Spreading someone's personal information, as long as it's not like their credit card number or whatever, their shit like that, that it's not illegal. If someone posts your address online, it's not illegal. Now, swatting is illegal. So the point of posting someone's address online is to make their address public so that people can, if they want to do something with it, have it readily accessible to like swat you or go to your house or do something with it. That's the only point. Or to scare them, or to scare the person. It's either a scare thing or to make the information public so that they can go after you. Ideally, if someone doxes you, though, you probably shouldn't dox them back. No reason to poke the hornet's nest. If someone doxes you, just move on, dude. Don't actually dox somebody if they dox you. It's not a good idea, but I guess morally speaking, they threw the first punch. I don't know. Yeah, I guess, Lonnie.
If necessary, so I'll try and keep this brief for those who do not care. People thought I had a problem with Xanderhal being political, which I don't. I have a problem with how he essentially tries to force people to discuss politics, even if they do not want to.
I will do everything in my power when I am large enough to try to get him on my channel for a talk.
Also, the alt-right pipeline. Xanderhal treats it as some...
How do I You can't force someone to talk about politics. Muda watches my streams sometimes. He jumps in. If I'm big enough at some point that he's willing to come on my stream and talk politics, hell yeah. Wait, it's just stupid to not want to get... If you're a political streamer, you're someone who frequently talks politics, it's just downright stupid to not want to get them on. What? How can I force someone to talk politics? Like, what? Also, by the way, I've talked to Muda in DMs on Twitter, too. Like, I've talked politics with him in private.
Big scary thing that can take over anyone and everyone, and I just do not think that's true. Ever since I've become fans of people like OGRC, Boblex, and even Flamenco, or people I believe Xanderhal has said directly or indirectly perpetrate the alt-right pipeline, my political beliefs, which I won't get into, although being fairly left-leaning, have not changed whatsoever. I've just become more willing to listen to people with different political beliefs, which I 100% see as a good thing. I don't care if this is a hot take, but I don't think YouTube videos alone can make someone racist, sexist, homophobic, etc. I feel like there has to be...
This is the problem, though. Propaganda is propaganda. YouTube and Twitter and whatnot are the biggest disseminators of information out there. I don't think that YouTube videos, like if we're going to be reductive about it, I don't think that YouTube videos make someone racist, okay? But if a political figure who makes YouTube videos is spreading information or talking points that are racist and people are receptive to those talking points, then yeah, I think that could probably be what makes someone racist.
Be something else involved. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the comments, which again, I'll keep brief. I got a comment from someone saying Xanderhal is a YouTube character who called them a Nazi, but...
Oh no! Oh fuck, this is such a rabbit hole. Oh god. Fuck. Holy shit. Dude, I corresponded with this person behind this account. I corresponded with an actual right-wing YouTuber to combat this topic because of how fucking creepy it is, okay? For those of you guys that don't know, Cringe Panda, oh my god, this is such a rabbit hole, oh my god. This video is already 47 minutes long. Okay. Cringe Panda is like an 11-year-old girl who makes videos about how, like, LGBT people are degenerates and shit like that. Though it turns out, whoever it is behind the scenes is actually probably her mom. Like, it's literally, like, scripted videos. She's not actually the one making them. She's just, like, a mouthpiece for her mom, who's probably a Nazi. And everything in her videos is literally copied exactly from a right-wing YouTuber named, I think it's Barbara for U2C, which is a right-wing channel. And I actually ended up corresponding with her a bit in preparation for the segment that I did exposing this, going into the details of, like, literally the set design, the outfits, the talking points, the catchphrases, literally pulled directly from this Barbara for U2C person. And she has, like, messaged me, and I'm pretty sure it's her mom, has messaged me, like, it almost seems like probing to try to, like, almost like, let's just say there were messages that came off as uncomfortable to me. Almost like they were trying to probe me into, like, saying some shit that could get me into trouble. Like the messages made me feel pretty uncomfortable, like direct messages on Twitter. Like, it was really fucking weird. And I ended up doing my segment talking about it and then leaving this person alone because I'm pretty sure whatever's going on behind the scenes with this person is probably some abusive, weird fucking shit. If you want to watch, by the way, if you're watching right now and you're not a lefty and you want to hear a conservative talk about it, look up Barbara, number 4, number 2, the letter U, Barbara, the number 4, the letter U, the number 2, and then the letter C. Barbara for U2C. Look up her channel. She's a conservative, like anti-SJW channel. This was the girl that was being like plagiarized by the mom of this kid. I'm pretty sure it's the mom. It's really fucked up. It's super creepy. You can look at my video about it. You can look up Barbara's video about it. It's really weird. Whatever's going behind the scenes there is odd as fuck. I'm not expecting that this guy who's making the video knows about it, but if you're watching the video right now, please look into those videos because it's super fucking disturbing.
But it was nice and private. Now, I'm not a fan of the excuse, it's just my character who's an asshole, not be one we've seen all too often with a particular commentator, but I don't think Xanderhal is a character, and I'll explain myself.
I'm not a character, by the way. Like, I guess I'm a little bit more exaggerated on stream. Like, I play a bit of a over-exaggerated version of my personality when I'm on stream, but I don't play a character. You'll never hear me use the I'm playing a character defense. I'm not like a YouTuber who makes scripted videos like Filthy Frank or something that's playing like a character in my videos. I'm a streamer. When I'm streaming for several hours a day, the real me is going to peek through. There's no point in playing a character when I stream. This is me. You guys are seeing me. You're seeing the evolution, the evolution of me as a person, as a commentator, and as a political figure. Like that, I'm just me. This is me. When you watch my streams, you're seeing me. Maybe a bit more of my showmanship to be entertaining on stream, but you're seeing me.
In a minute. I also got a comment from a trans person about Xanderhal bragging about guessing someone was trans, which I talked about in my last video. They said the way he essentially made someone coming out as trans about him guessing it, which the trans person called shitty, but seeing as though how Xanderhal...
No, the person that they're talking about is Abigail Thorne, and Abigail Thorne has not spoken about or to me at any point. It was cringy what I did, and I apologize for it, but the person in particular has not called me out for it. It was about because like back in the like summer of 2020 or something, I was like, I think PhilosophyTube might be trans, and then she came out as trans, and I said, oh wow, I knew it, and it was really cringy, and I apologized for it. That was literally all there was to it.
Is around trans people, he may not listen to that point. I also got a comment about saying Xanderhal implied autistic people have, quote, soup for brains, and how I didn't back that up. I don't know why I...
Wait, what? Xanderhal is egotistical. It's probably said implied disabled people have soup for brains. I'm not saying I don't believe the clip is out there. I do think it's kind of a thing you need to back up with evidence unless you mention it somewhere earlier in the video. Yeah, where's a clip where I said that disabled people have soup for brains?
I didn't put the clip in, that was kind of dumb on my part, but here it is for anyone wondering.
I am like genuinely saying I believe she might be somewhat disabled. Yeah, it's like she has soup for brains.
I also got...
Ah, nice. So you show a clip of me that I got highly like criticized for back in 2019, where I said that. I'm sorry, the fucking face she's making. Florida Zan. Can we hold on? You know how people joke about Nebraska Steve? You guys know how they joke about Nebraska Steve, like Nebraska Destiny being super fucking edgy? We're gonna do Florida Zan. Okay, that's gonna be the meme. Florida Zan. All right. So in this video, the thing I got criticized for was saying that I think because of Caitlyn Bennett's behavior in social situations, walking up to people, asking them these questions, and those people clearly not wanting to be there, I was like, is she like socially incompetent? And I made a comment about how I think she's like disabled, and I got criticized for it, and I apologized for it. This was 2019 memes, by the way, chat. Okay, this is 2019 memes, and I apologized for it, and then shows another clip of me saying I think she has soup for brains. That was just me calling her stupid for her talking points. These were two different, like, occurrences. I don't think that people who are disabled have soup for brains. So, yeah. Also, leftist camera quality, by the way.
Be somewhat disabled. Yeah, it's like she has soup for brains.
I also got comments saying...
Yeah, you can see the little cut there because they don't want to show the whole monologue. Because these were like multiple minutes apart, having nothing to do with each other.
I said was blatantly wrong, or I took things out of context. In the first instance, they didn't explain why, and in the second, they just admit to not watching the entire video. Good stuff. Also, Xanderhal's girlfriend commented, I like Xanderhal on my first video, which is one of the most cucked things I've ever seen. In conclusion, do I think...
What? Wait. Cucked? Wait, am I cucked for my girlfriend saying that she likes me on a video that's like clearly meant to be a joke, or is she cucked for saying she likes her boyfriend? Wait. What is the cucked thing? It was called No One Likes Xanderhal? Oh, wait, what?
Good good stuff. Also, Xanderhal's girlfriend commented, "I like Xanderhal" on my first video, which is one of the most cucked things.
Wait, the video's name was No One Likes Xanderhal, and then she commented, "I like Xanderhal." Wait, how is that cringe? She just posted a fucking joke. Dude, this is such a dude, furries, I swear to God, furries are something else, okay? I love the furries, okay? I changed my mind, okay? I love furries. They really are something else, okay? I would have a lot less in this world to laugh at if it wasn't for furries. Oh, jeez. How is this cucked? Is Lonnie cucked or am I cucked? I can't tell which is which.
I've ever seen. In conclusion, do I think Xanderhal is a bad person? No, I personally get the vibe that he just doesn't think before he speaks on stream and is too stubborn to take back in the moment. However, that doesn't mean he doesn't deserve to be called out. I stated in the beginning this will probably be my last Xanderhal video, maybe not ever, but for a very long time. I really hope saying this doesn't bite me in the ass. As always, I'm gonna ask if you enjoyed this video to feel free to leave a like and subscribe.
Okay, hold on. I wanna add on one final bit to this to make things really clear. I'm a live streamer, okay? Being a live streamer, unfortunately, there are going to be a lot of cases where I'm going to put my foot in my mouth and I'm going to have some misses, okay? Whether it be my rhetoric because I say the wrong word or because I say something that I didn't really think before I talked. Unfortunately, when it comes to streaming and the way that I do, my goal is to try to make my sentences have to flow. It's really hard to think at breakneck pace and speak at breakneck taste. Unfortunately, sometimes I'm going to say things that I'm going to regret saying. It's going to happen. And the best that I can do is, if I say something that hurts people's feelings, apologize to them. Apologize for it. If I say something that is incorrect, amend it and whatnot. And if I say something that was wrong or inappropriate, try to improve myself, right? This is just something that's going to improve as time goes on and I stream more, right? Like, I'm still fairly new to streaming in the grand scheme of things, right? I'm still pretty young, still getting into things, but as time goes on, I'll get better at it, right? I'm certainly no Destiny yet, right? I haven't been streaming for 10 years and talking politics for at least half that long, right? But I'll get there, right? I'll get there. I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. People say that I'm smug or full of myself a lot. I don't necessarily agree with that since I bring up that I'm not very... I'm not as practiced with this as I'd like to be. Plenty. I'm not perfect, but you know how it is. It's a skill. Streaming politics is a skill that you develop, right? But yeah, this guy I'm pretty sure is acting in pretty bad faith, especially with the literally tweeting the fake screenshot of me saying the N-word himself and the multiple videos shit-talking me. I don't think I saw any, very much, valid criticism in there except for the taps thing, even though it was, really weird how he had to keep on saying that just because someone makes edgy jokes, I think that because someone makes edgy jokes they're not trans. I made my position clear. I explained myself. That's not at all what I believe, but okay. Yeah. The preview makes you look smug? Is it maybe it's my profile picture, or do you think people just, all they know about me is, clips of me? And then my profile picture, where it's it kind of looks smug a little bit. I didn't even make that picture. A fan made that, and just sent it to me in Discord, without me even knowing they were making it. And I thought it looked good, so I decided to use it. But if that's your problem with me, you'll be glad to know me and Lonnie do plan to do a photo shoot type thing where I take a bunch of photos of me doing different faces and stuff like that, and we're gonna use those in my thumbnails from now on, so that I have different expressions and stuff, and it's an actual picture of me, because I kind of want to update my thumbnails. So yeah. Anyway, that was miserable. If you enjoyed that video, please leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell icon. I really do appreciate it. Anyone here that hasn't seen my content before or wants to see more of it, please support it. Leave a like, subscribe, all of that. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. The link's in the description. Join my fan Discord, the link in the description. I really do appreciate all of it. And if you want to support me financially, you can pledge me on Patreon, subscribe or ring the bell icon on YouTube, subscribe on my website, donate on my website, super chat, or hit the join button, become a channel member on YouTube. All those things, tons of different ways. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. Later.